I would love to review Colostrum. I have
Okay.
become obsessed with it. I've been taking it for maybe about a year now. I use one by Ape Nutrition. It's grass-fed, really good quality. And Isabel has also been taking it, and neither of us have got sick. And so
Wow.
I've been with my partner for, I don't know, just over, not a year and a half, but somewhere around that. And he's never known me to be ill. But interestingly, when we went to South Africa, I forgot to take colostrum with me. And only when we came back, I was just on the verge of getting sick, having like a little bit of a cold after I
Mm,
hadn't taken it for so long. But I've also been around a lot of people who have been really sick. There's been a lot of
mm.
nasty flus and all sorts going around. And a couple of times my partner's been ill, a couple of times Isabel's partner's been ill, and we've both been completely fine. And I am certain it is colostrum.
Amazing. So you've been taking the Ape Nutrition brand. Colostrum is mother's
Yeah.
milk, essentially. And what normally happens with reputable brands is they let, it will often be from a cow, something like that. They will let the cows feed their babies. And then once the babies have had their fill, they'll take some of the colostrum and they'll turn it into a supplement. When I've taken colostrum before, it was the Thrival brand, I think, and used to open up the tub and it would smell like ice cream. It was the most lovely smell. I could never figure out why the smell was so nice for this supplement. Is that the same for Ape Nutrition or not?
Yeah, it is. It reminds me of Milky, is it Milky Bar?
Yeah.
That white chocolate? Yeah, I used to love that when I was younger, and it tastes like that. You just add it into I actually put it in, my coffee. I do need to check. I'm assuming that it doesn't like, the heat doesn't degrade it in any way, but Isabel, she just has it on a spoon, and I actually, as part of my new supplement stack from ChatGPT, I should be taking it on an empty stomach in the morning because I think it's actually quite a good biofilm disruptor.
Right. Okay.
Mm.
And are you trying to disrupt biofilm?
I am. I think that's related just to some of these like persistent issues I've had. So yeah, I'm taking a few of them, but I was very happy
Yeah.
when I saw that colostrum was one.
Amazing. General immunity then. We spoke to Stephanie, who runs Leapfrog Immunity, and
Oh
they use
yes, I love Stephanie.
lactoferrin, yeah, which is linked to
Mhm.
colostrum or one of the
Yes.
ingredients in colostrum. And that is also an excellent supplement. We've very much enjoyed using that for sort of winter bugs and winter flus and things like that. So you haven't had a cold in over a year.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
been great. And actually, I
good.
love their product as well. And I think it was Stephanie who told me it was when, COVID first came out and, all the virologists got together and they were testing thousands of different ingredients, supplements. Lactoferrin was the only thing that worked against it. It actually binds to the cell receptor sites and stops the virus getting in, which is wild. But, obviously no one
Wow.
was allowed to talk about it because, you know, the government.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm very glad to hear that you've been finding such success with that. And especially in the middle of winter when people are trying to ward off colds and flus, it's just nice to have something in the cupboard. And we've sort of found the same thing, especially the amount of bugs that we get brought back from school. Most of them don't
Oh,
last
I
very
bet.
long, but it's just nice to sort of think that you can do something about it other than vitamin C and zinc. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Laura, really lovely to talk. Thanks for coming on the podcast. And where can people find out
Thanks
more
so much for having
about
me.
Monk and everything you're doing?
Can find out more at discovermonk.com or on social, we're at discovermonk.
Lovely to talk to you, and we'll speak to you again soon.
Likewise.
Oh, Laura, thank you.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome. I was just thinking there's one thing about colostrum that is that it's so
Mm.
powerful that apparently it's quite a good one to cycle. And I've heard
Oh,
this from a few
really?
people, but you might want to ask your
Oh.
friend ChatGPT about it. Essentially, if you take it like for years and years, you basically might create almost too much growth hormone. So I believe it's quite a good one to
Oh,
cycle.
okay.
Another person to talk to, I don't know if you see Stephanie around and about, but she knows a little bit more about that as well. But
Oh,
I've
yeah,
definitely
maybe I'll
heard
ask
that
her.
before with colostrum, and I've taken colostrum as well, and I love it. But I
Mm.
don't actually, I clearly don't know enough to talk about it on the podcast, but it might be something to have a look at.
Yeah, I will. Because I remember talking to Tim about it, and he said whenever he took it, it was like too much. He was surprised that Isabel and I were just necking it every day. But yeah,
Right.
I just
Yeah.
just worked really well.
So is that the biofilm disruptor that you were talking about?
That, yeah, one of them. So that and
Mm,
then berberine, and then eventually I will cycle out berberine and have
mm.
oregano oil.
because I
Yeah.
just with Stephanie's product, I love it, but it's so expensive. It's 130 quid for 60 capsules. I mean,
That's
it's
the thing,
really expensive.
I meant to actually Google it, but I wasn't sure. I think the amount of lactoferrin you get in taking, like, the supplement I'm taking at the moment, I think it's more, bang for your buck.
Mm. Well, I just ordered some from Life Extensions, and
Oh, yeah.
but it's just capsules rather
Oh,
than nice
really?
sweeties. So, and hers might be better quality as
Yeah.
well, but I just can't afford her. So, like, so
Especially if you wanna
yeah,
take it preventatively, not just, "Oh god,
yeah.
I'm ill," or someone around me is ill.
But
Yeah.
but then I was googling it last night, and it was saying that that's a biofilm disruptor as well.
Yes, yeah. I'll
Yeah,
see how my new stack goes, but in a
your
couple
new
of weeks or a
stack.
week, I might
Yeah,
need to take some binders if there's die off. I don't know. Who knows?
yeah. Oh, look, really nice to talk. Anyway, really glad everything's
Likewise.
going well, and good luck with everything. Keep me posted.
Thanks so much, and yeah, thank you so much for having me on. I've really enjoyed this.
Oh, it's a real pleasure. As soon as I get quite a lot of emails from people sort of suggesting guests, and obviously when I don't know who I can't remember who it was who's sort of doing your outreach, but I was like,
Yeah,
yeah, that's a great
Alex.
idea.
Didn't see, like, I know sometimes she'll send me a list before, but I hadn't seen anything, and I was like, "Oh, it's Tony."
Yeah,
Yeah,
excellent. All right, well, lovely to talk. Give my love to Isabel, and I'll
likewise.
speak to you soon.
Will do. Yeah,
All right,
thanks so
take care.
much. See you.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.